Now a book that is very special to me, Superman Up in the Sky by, I feel confident to say this, friend of the channel, Tom King and Andy Kubert. Now this isn't your typical Superman story. Back in the day, you used to be able to get comics at the drugstore or the pharmacy or a Walmart, not just at an exclusive direct market store like a comic book store. So Walmart was like, what if we bring them back? We'll make these things called the Giant Comics, which would have some old reprints, but they would put these really interesting creative teams on the characters. So Bendis was on Batman, which was rad, and you had Tom King on Superman. Now, Tom King loves the character of Superman, and I have gotten to interview him twice and talk about this book. So he talked about how if he never got to write Superman again, he wanted to write every Superman story, that he could tell. And it worked for these Walmart exclusive giants because they were in the back of the Walmart, hidden behind the Pokemon cards and the candy. And maybe you'd grab number 3. The story had to work if you hadn't read 1 and 2. It had to work as its own story, but also work as a bigger story if you read all of them together. So what is this story about? This story is about how far Superman would go to save even just one person. So one young girl named Alice is kidnapped out into outer space, and Superman wrestles with the fact, can he leave Earth undefended to go save this one girl? Now this is similar to All-Star, where they're like smaller vignettes of stories that all tell why Superman is important. One of them, he's in a boxing match that he can't punch his way through. One of them is, Tom King joked about this, how creative I am. He gets hit by red lightning and split into Superman and Clark, and why, how do they get off that situation? Why are they both important? There's one panel that I think speaks to the dichotomy of their relationship more than anything else, where Superman says, "You're weak," and Clark looks at him and says, "You never made me strong." So that is a really powerful moment. And then one of the best, there's a moment where Superman gets asked every question that readers have ever wanted to know, such as, who'd win in a fight between you and Batman? Did you make Lex Luthor bald? All those things. And you get to see Superman answer in the best way possible. So this is such a special book. We got the deluxe edition. Someday I bet we'll get the absolute. And this is so cool to see how this grew from a little kind of like paper magazine in the back of a Walmart to a deluxe that I genuinely treasure.